Hello everybody, it is Simtastic for Real here, and I am back with another video. And in today's video I am doing kind of an eco-friendly home, but it was supposed to be a tiny home, and that was what my vision was for this home and what my vision was for doing this build. I really wanted to build a tiny home, and I looked tiny homes up on Google, and then I ended up really not going with a tiny home. So at the end of the video, I failed my own challenge. I was trying to challenge myself to doing a tiny home, and it just did not work. I struggle so much doing tiny homes. I even Google imaged a tiny home, guys, and I still couldn't do it because I don't know, I was building it and I was like, wait, I want this room to be a little bit bigger. Oh, I want this, room to be a little bit bigger, and I really want it to be like this, and I want the porch to be this, and no, it didn't work. So it is pretty tiny for the builds I usually do, so it's just all one floor. I know it has a second floor, but I just took the flooring out of the top, and so the light is just kind of coming through. There's no room on the top. So in this home is just one bathroom, one bedroom, and the kitchen and a dining room area. I didn't put a living room in for the sole purpose of my vision for this sim that would be living here would be that they're more interested in being outside than they are inside. So I think that they would want to just either, if they want to be inside, they can read. I did add a chair in their bedroom area and then a bench at the bottom of their bed, so they could just sit and read if they wanted to. But my vision for this sim was that they would just be outside, all the time working in their garden, because I did add a garden. I really tried to record myself doing the landscaping, but I didn't, unfortunately. I thought that I did, but I guess I didn't. And so it was just really repetitive landscaping, because I don't know if you haven't really done landscaping on The Sims before. It's just a lot of like copy and pasting the same grass or bushes or flowers or things like that. And I did a lot of that. And I did put it on the bb.show live edit objects. And that way there I could just get a lot of the trees and bushes and things like that for free. And like I said, it's basically just like a one sim home. You could definitely expand on the home if you wanted to, if you download this, or you could add the top floor in and then put a staircase on the bottom level, and that way there you could also put in the living area if you wanted to. You could put the living area where the bedroom is, but I didn't do that. I actually, to be truthful, you guys, I kind of forgot that I had put a second floor in the build. So I was like going along, and I was really picking out really great items to put into the build and everything. And then I got to the end and I was like, oh no, I put in a second floor. So I just took out the top floor and just added it so that it's just looking straight up to the ceiling, and there's just windows and bright light coming through in the dining room. So that's what I did, but like I said, you could easily add the floor back in and put the bedroom up there, and then, add the living room downstairs. But it kind of worked out perfectly, because like I said, the sim that I was envisioning for this build just really wants to spend time outside, and they don't really care about being inside. In the screenshots, you'll see the garden and, all of the landscaping that I did. I did take some screenshots of the outside, like I always do, of the front and the side and the back of the build, so you'll be able to see it. But I was really going to add it in there, but then I think I thought I was recording and I just wasn't. I don't know what happened, but it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, I added in a lot of the build items from the Snowy Escape pack, just because I thought it kind of went really well with this build. On Google, it kind of looks like a log cabin type tiny home, and so that's what I was kind of going for, except not the tiny home part. But I was kind of going for kind of a log cabin look and feel. I do like those stones with the wood texture, so it just looks really nice, I think. And they have that beautiful, big, huge sliding glass door, and which is so nice. And that came with Eco Lifestyle. I don't know if I would really call this like a complete eco-friendly home, because I didn't really add in the recycling thing that came with Eco Lifestyle. I didn't add in the soda making machine or the furniture making machine. I didn't add any of those things in there, unfortunately, but just because, to be honest, the items that came with Eco Lifestyle, I love them, but the colors that they gave us are just not my cup of tea. I really like muted colors and things that are not so bright and vibrant for those types of items, especially like appliances and things like that. And they come with like really bright green, like a really, like it's kind of like crayon themed, like if that's how I would explain it, like a crayon red and like the crayon green and like crayon yellow, and it's just like too many, I don't know, it's just like too many weird colors, and you have to add them outside of the home. And so just because I really wanted this home to be pretty on the outside, I did not add those in, unfortunately. But you can always add them if you play with this house. You can easily add them on the side of the house or in the back of the house. There is I didn't really put too much in the back of the house, so that plot of land is empty over there, so you could just definitely put those items in if you wanted to, by the house or on the porch or anything really. And then here we just jump straight into the kitchen, and I have to say that I love those counters that came with Cottage Living. I really love them so much. They did a really good job, and I love the fridge that came with Cottage Living. And so I definitely decided to add that in here because I thought, I don't know, the sim would probably be into those types of items, like the farming types of items, just because they do have that nice garden on the outside. And like I said, it's just a bedroom, kitchen, and dining area down here. So the bedroom does not have any walls on it. There's no door to get into the bedroom. It's just hooked right on to the rest of the house. So it's kind of an open floor concept in this home, which is really nice. And I put in the little room divider, but I end up changing it to the city living room dividers that just kind of click together, and they are like wood panels. You'll see in a minute, I'll show them, but they look really nice. They kind of tie everything together, if I do say so myself. They do look really nice in the build. But yeah, so just adding in those room dividers, but then it doesn't look right to me. I really liked this one that came with the Snowy Escape, but it just didn't look right with the bed, because I love that bed that came with Cottage Living. I really love it so much. And then I do add a chair eventually that has the same coral color as those flowers on that bed, which I think looks really nice. But yeah, here's the room dividers that I was talking about. And I think they look really good. I think they, tie in with everything really nicely. And then here is where I was going to add kind of like a little living area, because I thought, oh, well, they probably will want a living area to sit. But it just didn't look right to me. And so I ended up taking those out and just putting in like a little table with some chairs, which I think in the end looks really nice. And yeah, and then I always like to put little carpets down when I'm doing floorboards, because I really like floorboards, and I do floorboards a lot in my builds, but I do like putting carpets down as well. I just think it ties everything in together nicely. And I love those chairs so much. I think they came with the cats and dogs expansion pack, and I just really like them. And then I was going to put a plant up here, but I think I do put a plant up here, but it's just like a small plant, I think, that I put up here with some flowers, yeah. And then I wanted to put like a picture or something up on the wall, so I just decided on that because it kind of went with the colors that I was going for the home. And I love those wall sconces that came with Cottage Living. I love them so much, and I really want to use them in a lot of my builds. So just adding those around the house as well. And then, like I said, love putting carpets in, so I put a rug, well, a rug, I guess, like a little throw rug. So I put one of those in the bedroom. And then, yeah, I added this little table over by the big, huge sliding glass door, which I think is really nice, and added the end table that came with that same pack that table did, and it was Jungle Adventure. So, and then I just wanted to add in some more lights, so it just makes it nice and bright in here. And then, like I said, I really don't do my bathrooms on camera, so you won't be seeing that, but it's just the same as I always do. And then I was thinking about putting these like house plants right by the big, huge sliding glass door, because I thought, oh my gosh, this would be so cute to have just plants sitting here right by the huge window that they have. Because they have a lot of light that comes in, and it's just what I do. I mean, I have plants, I have indoor plants in my home, and I have them right by a window. And so I was just thinking that would be so nice to just have some like indoor plants by that huge window. And just makes it look a little bit more realistic. All right, you guys, so we will be heading into the screenshots very shortly. I hope you enjoyed the build today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you all in my next video.